Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be running a bit of a mixed load, or two stops anyway, on the train with the 1901. We have stretched out the train a bit, added a few cars, so we did throw a caboose on the end just so we know we don't lose the end there. So we have the end of train caboose there. We did step this up, so now we have 10 of the flat cars for pulling the iron, and then we have the 3 cars up here that we will be grabbing pipes on at some point here. So we will drop this. And now we will hit it. See how the 125 does here. Stretching out the train, starting to add some cars. I'm pretty sure we have plenty of power. Don't anticipate running into too many problems there. Obviously, this thing is a beast. So we should be doing all right. $125 should give us the opportunity to start running a couple of these trains just like stacked in together. So this one did turn around, didn't take the pipe cars from the other train or anything, just threw 3 of them on here just to see how things will go, if we can, mix things up a little bit. But wanted to kind of check, I guess, make sure that we have, everything in place for what we need to be doing, that kind of thing. If this works out easy enough, which so far it is, we will definitely be adding more to it and seeing just how much we can get out of it. Now that we have all the locos and plenty of money to do things, we will be turning around and probably stepping it up more for freight locos to be doing their things, which will have more cars being set out and less locos. We'll be changing this save file now that kind of gave it out to those that wanted it with the with all the locos in it and stuff. So now I'll be altering this save file a little more for personal use and multiplayer use coming up. So we'll just be chilling through this as we get the new updates coming and the multiplayer stuff comes. Probably turn this one into a multiplayer save just to see for performance and stuff like that. Though we might do a whole nother layout with a multiplayer build series and see how building goes with multiplayer stuff like that as we get the updates. Who knows? We'll just have to see what happens. Otherwise, still gonna, still haven't delivered oil barrels and stuff on this save file. I still got plenty of stuff I want to do in this layout, so be working on that stuff for a bit. It's kind of what it is. I'm gonna, I've said from the start of this one is that I just kind of wanted to enjoy this layout, and that is the plan. So, this one is my summer fun layout. Gonna enjoy it rather than just jumping on to a new layout. I've done that a lot of times, so I haven't had too many long play save files. Kind of doing that thing for a change. So we will see a lot more rolling stock added in. Some things, deleted and changed around. Do some fine tuning to the railroad. See what comes out of it. That's kind of the plan for now. Running along nice. I really don't think the 125 is necessarily the fastest. Fast. We got a good load on too, so this one's just nice because it does everything pretty well. That's my thoughts on the 125. I don't think there's a heck of a lot. It probably wouldn't make the best yard switcher, but other than that, I don't think there's a heck of a lot this loco doesn't do well. Nice loco. Brakes are a little touchy on this one when you go for total lockup, so that is a thing. Like the Ruby Basin currently, this one still does have a little bit of issue in there. I've noticed just driving around, you can, even at low speeds, you can slam on the brake and just throw a car out of the stack because it pinches up on it if you just lock up the brake. So there is a little touchy factor with this one, but it's minimal, and as far as I notice, it's really only at 100, when you really slam on the brake. It is not. It's not that touchy. You can get away with quite a bit. So, there you go. Not too bad. This loco does get away with running a decent speed before it has any kind of issues. 13, 14 car train, I suppose, back there. Which seems to be doing alright. Getting a little fast there. 40 is probably a little fast, if for nothing else, the cars. I don't know about the loco, but where are we at with this switch? We're good. That's certainly been a large quality of life improvement, being able to flip switches on the map. Do have to say, wasn't sure how I'd be about that one when we were going to get it, because it was kind of, you know, breaks the whole... They obviously were not remote flipping switches back in the day, but as far as playing the game and quality of life, it just really makes running the trains smoother. So at the end of the day, that's a huge winner. And if you didn't want to remote switch them, you wouldn't have to. You could still definitely stop the train and get out and do that. So option is there either way you want to do it. It's always been my favorite way for them to solve problems. Give us options. Alright, here we go. This is a spot where we can really just bite this thing down and go for speed. See what we can get out of it. Loaded, but running. 25, I'm sure you can probably get a little more out of this than that. Large load back there. Drop these off. That should give us the ability to actually pick up the pipes that we need to get the oil field, or the oil refinery, excuse me, up and running. So that's kind of our long-term goal here. Just gonna say what's up at the end of that bridge. It looks funny. What? This one probably has the speed and power to pull us right past what we want to do. And we'll derail over 25 on some of these corners. So we should probably slow that down a little bit. There we go. This climb not really made for over 25 miles an hour. The locos we had just were not capable really of pulling more than that with a load, so it wasn't really a concern. With this loco, you definitely could go faster and you could broaden things out to make that a possibility, which definitely might be something we do here about widening these turns out now that we have the big moose here. Or Walter. Cruising up the rail. Now we can probably actually bite this down, grab a little bit more speed. If it's possible. It might not even be possible. Even then, nope. It's actually just going to slow down. Huh. So it's a full pull. It's a full pull. There, we can get a little bit more now that we come out of the turn. There it goes. Just had to get out of that sharp turn. Yeah, so it's got plenty more. I mean, it definitely will pull more. It's not like it's not working, though. I'm sure we could probably almost double the train, though. Who knows? Never really pushed the 125 to its limit, or found its limit anyway. Maybe working on that. like to start running some mixed loads. It'd always be nice to try to run a load from end to end, maybe some everything. I don't know. I haven't really done that. That'd be a new adventure in and out of every industry. Excuse me. Definitely have not done that. There we go. At 22 uphill with what's pretty much a full load. That's not bad. Alright, I suppose we gotta check where we're going up here this time. So we want to go that way. And we're going to receive that way, but we do want to come in this way. We gotta be on the inside. Good, so that'll let us drop the beams on this side, and we should be able to pick up the pipes on that side. That's the plan. Do like having the caboose back there. Makes it easy to know when your whole train's with you. You don't have to count cars. It's always a pain once you get much past 10 or 12 cars, if you ask me to count them. So running over that, I definitely like to have a caboose back there. Our brake. That's our get on the brake sign. I don't know if we gotta try to slow roll this one. We should be able to do it. Well, slow roll and iron can be a pain because sometimes this stuff don't like to drop. Like, we're moving. Oh, we're going pretty fast. Oh. Well, it's an express drop-off. I don't know how many we got there and how many we didn't, because it's gonna move. It's gonna move a bunch, but I think we got most of them in there. It seemed pretty good. And it would have definitely used up a stack or two at the time, so we probably got them all in there. We'll say most of them anyway. It's pretty much a success. As long as we get some pipes out of this end, we're gonna. That's kind of really all we care about. There we go. Covers the whole hoop. That's pretty good. Don't go too fast, but then we don't need the caboose whipping off or nothing. Oh yeah, we got plenty in there. Probably don't have anything left over there for iron, but whatever. Did the job. We should have put 4 cars on here. That's a bummer, actually. Didn't really think about it. We had 3 more in the stack, although actually I think 4. We probably had room for 4. Probably should have done it. Wait. Stop it. Alright. There we go. Get these loaded up quick. This will at least get us a start out there is the idea. We already have the wood out there, I think, and we got oil out there. So, you know, we definitely need some pipes out there. Still, oil barrels are not delivered yet, so that'll be a thing to get to. Do we need them? Not really. We have the gold industry, so we wouldn't need the oil barrels. That is a total fact. But I'd like to be able to deliver and pick up everywhere. Even probably the gold mine eventually, just not in a big hurry to go up there at this point. Alright, then we just got one more. That's just kind of an easy. Should have had 2 more. That's a mistake. Either way you look at it, although 3's enough, I think, for out at the oil field, but we should add more. Yeah, sure we'll add more. Alright, one more swing. I have to say, loading 3 at a time makes the crane so much nicer. Alright, there we go. Oh, we're out. A little lighter than we were before, probably. Trading 10 cars for 3. But this will get us to our next stop. Stop number 2 on the line today. That's a nice thing. We can run multiple stops and things like that along this route without having too much of a headache, you know. It's kind of nice. Running the south side of the main line today, or I don't even know. It's actually probably not the south side. Directions have all moved around. It's probably the west end now. What just happened? Why did that happen? Uh-oh. This could be a hassle to stop. Wait a minute. Why did that happen, though? That should have auto-flipped. So somewhere between that one and this, you see it's all in line now, but something had to have happened too slow in the auto flip there or something, I don't know. Never had a problem with a local coming out of there before, but then we've never run the 125 out of there before either, so there you go, you know. Alright, let's get that on the rail. That way, you'll just run right into it. Hopefully you just ran right into it. Yeah, okay. There. Now, I want to go back and get all those brakes. So we're going to turn around and set a little bit of brake on this thing just so it doesn't go take it off running down the hill. This all being one big grade. Alright. Find a few brakes. All things considered, that wasn't too bad. Not totally sure, though, about why that actually happened. It was coming too fast out for the auto flip. It definitely had a problem on the switch. So, back-to-back switches, never been a super big fan of them. Might have to go in there and put a little space in between them or something. Solve some of that problem. I don't know. Take a look at it. One run we're not going to freak out about. We'll definitely have to run this a few more and see what the deal is there. Alright. Just enough brake on that we're not going out of control, so that's working out. Probably don't need quite that much. There we go. Jumping along. That was not a horrible derail. Obviously, with the new re-rail tools, life has been made much easier to put things back together. So, derailing not as catastrophic as it once could be. That's for sure. Have to say, it's been forever since I had a train go flying across the map or anything because it derailed, so, And there it just bucked the engine. Everything else stayed on and attached, not that bad. Flying re-rail lets you get ahead of the trains now, catch up to things. So that all is super nice. You can stop the train. Used to have been back in the day, that probably would have been one that just got away and the whole train would have been scattered along this route. Probably, so do have to say, again, that's a quality of life improvement that has made running much easier. And we do still have the nice that the trains do actually derail, so that's in there too. Alright, nice and chill. Probably gonna stay chill on this one a little bit longer with the back end of the train still on the curve there. There we go. Oh, and we're out of coal, so we're gonna have to throw some of that in. Go ahead and set a little bit of brake so we don't run away into the tight turn down here. Alright, there we go. Refuel on the fly. That is a 25 mile an hour. This is a 25 mile an hour. 20 is not horrible. 25 is extreme. Any more than that, and you probably end up with a derailment. Alright, that should be good. And then there we go. See if we can make up a little bit of time from our dump. Well, we had a fast drop off. We're probably running right on schedule anyway, even though we had to pick up the tray. Wake up. We are running. Not sure what I'm going to do with the 48 down here. At this point, still is down here in case we leave a train here. That way it can just pull stuff in. Could actually turn around and drop these right now and let it turn around and pick those up and just take these on. It could fill these up with wood, actually. Wouldn't be a horrible thing. So it does still have a use down here. Probably it'll get brought up to the big yard at some point. Probably come in more handy up there. Not gonna do a lot of storage down here. Have the storage up at the logging areas getting all turned over to geared locomotives. So that's the Shea and the Heisler will be doing cordwood. The Climax will be doing actual logs. The Shea will be the switcher in the yard there. So all geared locomotives up on top of the hill is the log camp. Geared logging. What we're going for up there. We'll see how long it can handle the Climax on the run. Have to give that a shot coming up and see how well that goes. But we gotta get some of the wood out of there first. Sawmill's full, trying to push the XP up to get the 125 there. We pretty much backfilled everything we could backfill in order to get there. Found that honestly backfilling the other areas, moving iron was a great way to do it. That definitely helped get the XP up. Moved a bunch of iron over, which freed us up to have a bunch of, reload on the pipes. Loading the smelter back up was nice. That's a heck of an XP gain in there, really filling the smelter. And it's always nice to have that one full, although it burns cordwood like crazy. Doesn't really matter what difficulty setting you have it on, even if you're on the easy setting, that cordwood still disappears real fast. That's for sure. And nowadays, with the more demand on the pipe for the dredge, that is a big contender nowadays. It's keeping these steel pipes And by nature of the iron that feeds them. Alright, we will actually have one switch up here that we are going to have to flip. Gonna be that one, that one. There we go. Get a chance to run out to the wings. Let the siding know we're on the way. Still good on water. This one hauls a ton of water. It's really kind of nice. It takes a long time to fill it up, but once you get it filled up, good. Removed a few of the extra things here and there, so a couple of locos, some sheds, stuff like that. It has helped the FPSs back up, you know, like in my normal play range, so right around 60 again for the most part. So that's was part of the changing around of this layout, or will be going forward, you know, is keeping it within play limits. Obviously, when you throw in a big yard like is up there, that can take its toll on performance for sure, and then how much stuff you have obviously affects everything, and everybody's PC has a different tolerance for how much that is. So. I was definitely starting to find my limit. Heading right on through. That works. This is way too big a locomotive for just this part of the run, but I wanted to come down with the iron, figured I might as well grab some of the pipes to get it going. So just about pulling out of the station and decided to add these 3 in here just to go turn around and do it in a double stop. Make for a little bit of a funner run, was my thinking. Gives us a chance to see how the big behemoth's gonna do on the backwoods run here. Getting it through, there we go. Have to run out here. Check a few switches. Yeah, we should be good. Should be good to go. Nice, nice. Still got the whole train back there. That's a positive. Snaking its way down the track. It's kind of nice to be running a little bit of a longer train. Hadn't been doing much of that lately, so that's cool. Definitely do appreciate that caboose. So yeah, that's gonna be the thing. General rule of thumb, anything over 10 cars is getting a caboose. So we will throw a couple of ended trains out there. There's that mythical tree. It better disappear. Hey. Hey. It's not going away. Okay, there it goes. Hopefully that tree is not there. It's been confirmed. I am not the only one that has that. So there are a few myth trees out there. Ghost trees. Call them whatever you want to. But a little sketchy. That's definitely one for me on this layout. That's repeatable, findable. Oh, there it is. It's right in the middle of the cars. Yeah, that's just kind of messed up. So that's a thing. But did turn around and get it confirmed by multiple other people that they have the same thing. So Alright, now let's see if this works. You never know. This one is a little further away than we normally end up with this. So we are going to have to check. Just make sure. Uh-oh. We actually did not get paid from that. Alright, so we're going to have to alter this stop ever so slightly. There you go. So that's in that save file. Gonna have to alter the stop a little bit. Yeah, I didn't get that tested before the save file went out. I know I was not in a hurry to put that save file out, and then I got asked for it by a couple of people, and I kind of got on to like, okay, and I tried to finish it up quick, and I realized like I didn't get a couple of testings in there. It's like somebody pointed out too, I didn't get the Eureka in there, but that's because I was still planning on using it on here. So there are a couple of things in there, and this is going to be one of them. Alright, so let's fix this. Can't be that big a fix. We just need to not auto snap probably in here. And we should be able to do that easy enough. You can see that's definitely going to do it. Probably just something like that. And then if we can get that clean there and that clean there, that should probably solve the problem. We'll find out. That's actually a little bit straighter probably anyway. Alright, let's try it again. Every once in a while, you gotta adjust some docks. Just how it works. The bummer is we dropped pipes. So that's always. Oop. A little further. Alright, let's see if that works. I got a feeling that's gonna get it. There we go. Now we are on it. So a little bit of alteration, there you go. If you do have the save file, you might have to alter that a little bit, but that's how I solved the problem. Other people will probably come up with other ways to solve the problem too. But there you go. Little problem. Not that difficult. And there we go. We're paying like normal. So, boom. We're in business. Probably going to give us some oil barrels actually, which we almost could have grabbed. We should have thrown another car in there. We could have just kept going and delivered those too. Oh, slam on the brake. That we might have to back up. Yeah, we're going to have to back up. Gave it brakes, not enough. Alright, back that up. That should be good. Ooh, not really. Wow. This is way too far forward, huh? There we go. Let's push it back. There we go. See, it really slams up at the end there. There we go. Drop that. Boom. Getting paid puts us back over 140K. It's going to suck up all this pipe. So now that that's going to matter. Woo! There we go. Getting a few oil barrels, so we'll get those. That'll give us a chance to see how the dock does over here and stuff. Get the rest of the stuff tested out and done. So yeah, I mean, that's one my bad there that didn't get checked out before it got handed out. Again, like I said, I probably put the save file out a week ahead of where I should have. So that one is my fault. I did let myself get tied up on trying to get it out for people who wanted it. So, but for the most part, a little bit of an error, double drop in there, but we got it fixed. We're going to call it a win. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they certainly help the channel. Y'all have a great day.